All right, now the last thing that I want to do, and I'm doing this for excitement purposes, not really because we need dynamic control, but I'm thinking I'm going to use some compression just to get a little bit of energy in there. And I'm going to pull in 2 compressors, and I'm going to kind of set both of them and see which one I like better. So I'm going to start with this FG401.
Taking over, we're catching vibes. Pulling me closer, baby, I'm magnetized. So used to dodging feelings, but this feels nice. So give me more of it, girl, if you like it. Taking over, we're catching vibes. Pulling me closer, baby, I'm magnetized. So used to dodging feelings, but this feels nice.
Not mad at that at all. Probably play around with these attack settings a little bit more. So with attack settings on vocals in particular, I usually am somewhere in the medium range. It has to be fast enough where it's catching the transient of the vocal, but not so fast that it's killing the punch. So somewhere in the middle is usually where I find myself enjoying it. So I might play around with it a little bit.
Taking over, we're catching vibes. Pulling me closer, baby, I'm magnetized. Taking over, we're catching vibes.
Like if I slow it down even just 1 tick, it becomes very, very punchy sounding.
Taking over, we're catching vibes.
And I think that's probably a little too much, to be honest. If I speed it up a tick.
Taking over, we're catching vibes. Pulling me closer, baby, I'm magnetized.
I mean, that sounds pretty darn good. That's probably where I'm going to want to be. Let's speed it up 1 more tick just to see how that changes things.
Taking over, we're catching vibes. Pulling me closer, baby, I'm magnetized.
That's maybe a little too choked, so I think where I had it is probably about right. Now I'm going to do it again, but this time I'm going to use the FG116 and see what I can get from it.
Taking over, we're catching vibes. Pulling me closer, baby, I'm magnetized. So used to dodging feelings, but this feels nice. So give me more of it, girl, if you like it. Taking over, we're catching vibes. Pulling me closer, baby, I'm magnetized. So used to dodging feelings, but this feels nice.
So with this compressor, I'm finding it a little bit trickier to get the kind of action that I want. Like this is sort of making the vocal sound a little bit spitty right now. And I think because I'm already having to fight things a little bit, this compressor is not the appropriate one for this exact job. And so while I used it on this exact same compressor on the kick and it worked perfectly right off the bat, on the vocal it's not performing quite as well as I would want it to immediately. I think if I took a little bit more time and I tweaked with it a little bit more, I could probably get something that sounds really great, but why do that when I already have something that sounds really great that took me literally 2 seconds to set up?
Taking over, we're catching vibes. Pulling me closer, baby, I'm magnetized. Taking over, we're catching vibes. Pulling me closer, baby, I'm magnetized.
I think that I don't need quite as much makeup gain.
Taking over, we're catching vibes. Pulling me closer, baby, I'm magnetized. So used to dodging feelings, but this feels nice. So give me more of it, girl, if you like. Everything from head to toe.
And you can really hear the difference between the treated version versus the untreated version when I go into this B section.